Recently, I was perusing through Amazon looking at what items I could put on my camping wish list in Amazon, and I found some really neat things, so I thought I would share that with you. When we're thinking about camping, some of the gear you need to have and some of the gadgets that might be fun, well, this is the season and the time to be thinking about it because maybe you just might want something. If you're going camping, you're going to need a hatchet, even if you just use the back end of it to strike in the spikes for your tent. But here's a hammer that has 16 uses. It's like an all-in-one. Has a plier, has different screwdriver ends, has a knife. It even has a whistle. What's the whistle for? Bears, I think. Now here's an item. It's called a solar power pack, and you use it to charge up your phone or your iPad if you happen to bring them along camping. What I like about it is that you can use solar to charge it up. It does charge up in other ways, but the solar aspect is kind of nice. There is a potential downfall, and that is if you decide to leave it on the picnic table to charge up while you go for a hike, it would be too easy to swipe. Now, this is a light glove. You wear the glove, and there are two little lights at the thumb and the index finger. And this supposedly helps you if you're picking up logs or, I don't know, setting up your tent late at night and you're trying to plug in your tent poles. I asked my husband what he thought about this unit, and he didn't think it was very practical. It is available through Amazon, as all these products are. Now here's a practical thing, and that's a light that you can hang up. You could hang it up on a tree. You could put a couple lights outside of your tent or even one inside your tent. They tend to be sold two in a pack, and I thought this was a very useful item. You do need to have some kind of lights. Now this is a set of lights that rolls into this neat little compact circular case. And what it does basically, it's for dressing up your tent area. I suppose it would add a bit of light on the inside, maybe indirect light, but it's more than, it's just sort of something useful for dressing up your tent and having fun. My daughter likes to string lights on the outside of the her RV so that she can dress it up and make it look nice. Now, here's something I thought would be very practical, and that is a down cover. This one's about $80 Canadian, so it's probably cheaper American, as things are. But I thought this was great because I actually have a down vest that keeps me nice and warm. So I figured this cover would also add a bit of comfort and warmth. So I thought it'd be a great use for my husband, and I may consider buying one before our next camping adventures. So let me tell you a wee story. When we go hiking, Stanley is sometimes concerned about are we going in the right direction? How will we know how to get back? And that sort of stuff. Now, this is kind of a senior anxiety that's developed for him as he's aged. And so a compass would probably be a really good unit to give him so that he has a sense of direction. Now, as you age, as you become a senior, sometimes your sense of direction gets off a little bit. You can get disoriented. Where are we now? Where have we come? How do we get back? Is this a loop trail or do we have to backtrack on it? So, those are all very valid questions when one is taking a hike as a senior. And I could say to my husband, listen, quit the questions, just take a hike, would you? But, anyways, a compass might help as a comforting item to help him gain a sense of direction. And there's a couple of different ones. One is the traditional handheld compass, the other is one that goes on your wrist, like this one I'm showing here. It actually has a flint in there as well, so that if you get lost, and let's say nightfall is occurring, you can actually start a fire. You can, bring your twigs and so forth together, and this little flint in the little wrist unit helps you start a fire. Now, you're thinking probably like me, if you got a compass, can't you just use that and find your way back home? If you've gone north, go south. Well, yes, I guess that's a possibility, but that little compass wrist unit is it's designed to help you in case you get lost. Wouldn't you want a fire? I would. This next little unit is called a retractable clothesline. And I like this one because it has the little loops in it, plus it provides the little S hooks so that you can hang up things. You know, you can get caught in the rain and then have to hang up some clothing or a bathing suit or a towel, and or maybe you decide to hang up your shoes or some kitchen items. It's just a handy little unit that is portable and very compact. I like anything that's going to make camping easy, not only in terms of packing up or pulling your items from the house and then getting them into the vehicle, heading out to your camping. So this kitchen unit is very compact. It's got almost everything you could want. The spatula and ladle and so forth have retractable handles so that they can extend out. I like the fire safety heat resistant gloves, and everything goes in one neat little bag. So when you're camping, instead of pulling out all the individual little pieces, okay, have we got the cutlery? Do we have the knives? What about the cutting board? What about the lifter? And what about our cloth for washing dishes? Does anybody have scissors? You know, instead of pulling all those little individual items, you can buy this one compact little bag that has everything that you could need for camping. So I would definitely say if you're going to spring for something this year, and every year we add something, this would be an item. Now, have you ever been out hiking and the weather was good, but somehow you got caught in a rainstorm, so down it came? Well, usually your response is not going to be quite like this lady embracing it all, but you do want to stay dry, I'm hoping. So we've pulled out an umbrella in the past, but I like this idea of these portable emergency ponchos. Now, all ponchos are portable. What makes them emergency worthy is the fact that they're small, they're convenient, put them in your pocket, and you pull them out. And they also have an interior lining that helps reflect your body heat back in so that you stay a little bit more cozy as you're walking through the rain. If we had had one of these when we were out hiking once and it suddenly downpoured on us, we did have a little portable umbrella with us, but that was great for one person, but the rain was kind of driving. So it kept, I let Stanley have it. It kept the rain off his head. But for me, you know, it was warm air. I just let myself get soaked. Hence the use of that clothing line. Had to hang up my clothes afterwards. But if I'd had one of these ponchos, that would have worked really great because I could have just quickly pulled it out, or either one of us, we could have each had one and pulled it out, put it on, and just continued our walk in the rain. This next item is great for starting your fire. Fire starters. The little sticks looks like French fries here, but it's not. The little compressed wood sticks that light up quickly and they help get your campfire going. So anything that can help it along is great. In the past, I've actually taken dryer lint and stuffed it inside a toilet roll, empty toilet roll, and then use that to start a fire. They light up very quickly as well. The next two items I actually purchased. They'll be arriving at my house on Saturday. But when I want to use my Fire King and cook over it, this is a neat little contraption that I can put into the ground and I can lower or raise the grill as needed. I can put my kettle on it, or I can even use it setting it between our lawn chairs and setting a lamp on it for a little evening light. So it's a very versatile little unit. I think it's called a grill rack. I forget the name on it right now, but if you search on you or Amazon, you will be able to find grilling rack items, and so you might want to have one. Now, the other thing I got, which I used to be able to get at the dollar store, but I haven't seen them in ages, is this little spice unit. Very handy, everything all in one. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching those little items that you can purchase at Amazon. Most of them are fairly inexpensive. Two items, bonus items, I guess you could say, that are on Amazon. One is the Mac in a Sack down vest. It's the pink one that was earlier in the video. And the other one is the Fire King or the Fire Pit. It's a smokeless fire pit. And I got that so that we could put our fire wherever we wanted to be. So it's all about convenience and having things compact. To me, that's what it's about. You would just want to get all your stuff in there, get it set up, and enjoy nature, right? Yeah.